Grand Rising, good day, and good night. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to 144 from the Stars, Tarot. We're going to go ahead and give Odin a treat. You got it, bud? All right. He's living his best life, if you can't tell. All right, let's go ahead and pull a Moonology card. Let's see what the Divine has to speak to y'all today. I hope you all are doing well. Hope you're taking care of yourself. Let's see. What's the overall energy? Wow, that came out fast. New moon in Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. I feel like things of the unconscious mind are coming to the surface and are allowing someone in the collective an opportunity to revisit something that you thought maybe old or maybe done or over with or maybe even suppressed or forgotten about. Give you a chance to relook at it and then choose, does this still suit you? Does this still fit you? Is this still what you think you are or what you think your story is? Yes? Okay. Here's another Saturn return. No? Okay. We're going to shift this out of your life then. I feel like that's what's going on. You may have been noticing, like, I'm getting, like, random emotions, like, out of nowhere. Like, you'll be fine, and then, like, just randomly, like, feeling strong emotions or, like, oh gosh, this almost like reminds me of like a Mercury retrograde or something, this energy, like memories coming back, old feelings revisiting, things coming back to the surface. So there's a purge going on right now. Someone is purging. All right. I kind of feel like there's another one in here in this deck. What else is it besides that? That's the introspective aspect. Yeah, because adjustments are required to get you to where you're headed. Third quarter moon. You're almost there. You're almost there wherever you are wanting to head to. What do you need to release? Adjustments are required. Work through your fears. I feel like you're like bringing something into existence and it's about halfway here. And then now we got to revisit these old parts of yourself, these old cycles to make sure. Did you fully learn the lesson? Are you like... Are we sure we're ready to move on from this stage to this stage? Because when we leave this stage, we can't be bringing unlearned lessons into the next one. We need to make sure. It's like a benchmark test. Like, all right, did you really learn everything in this school? Yeah? All right, cool. We're good. We're good. We're good. Release it then. Learn it. And congratulations. Heal. Surrender. But maybe you've made a lot of progress, you've done a lot of work, and your manifestation is coming in. We see this. It's almost up to fruition. It's almost up to fruition. But with this new moon, I feel like you've got to make a little bit more space for this energy you're bringing in. All right? If you want something new to come in, we got to let something go to make room for it. It's just the balancing of energy. Okay? All right. So it's almost like you've hit like a period of like, let's say what you're manifesting is about 3/4 of the way fully materialized in your life. But we need that extra little bit of 25% of wiggle room. And what that wiggle room is your thoughts, your beliefs, your wounds, your patterns, your expression, your identity, your ego, anything you're attached to, any kind of like patterns or cycles. That's that extra 25%. So like, let's say you've worked through a tremendous amount of work, but maybe there's still like just a couple things, and you know what they are, that maybe we could work on just a little bit more before we fully step into this new. Because there's no going back. There's no going back. This is like, this reminds me of, in developmental psychology, they will let you, there's a study, an observation of a phenomenon amongst humans in developing years of their psychological state, and how they develop as a personality or an individual. And one of the things is, and I think Erickson was one of the ones that really did this model well, He believed that at certain ages, we went through certain stages of development. Now, you have to grow above that age. So you might hit a stage at 4 or 5 years old, but if you don't complete that stage, you're just going to move on to the next one and then later have to come back and revisit that in your adult years. And that was just one psychologist's model of trying to understand and study the human mind and its development and understanding, is it nature, is it nurture, whatever. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is if you go to the next stage without fully closing out all these cycles, all these lessons, all these patterns, releasing all these wounds, if we don't fully complete this stage and we allow you to go into this new stage that you're manifesting, you're going to end up messing up that experience because you're going to have to go back to those lessons from the old stage, and it's going to bring those lessons, those experiences into this stage, and it might completely change the entire experience. Like let's say you're manifesting peace or happiness or not being reactive, not being responsive, not being disturbed by the energies or whatever. If you're trying to manifest yourself being in that kind of life, well, if you step into that stage, but we haven't fully healed the things that make you responsive or make you reactive, then you're not going to fully experience that reality. Now, are you? No. So I feel like this might be a little bit of what's going on right now. You're like 75% of the way to where you're wanting to go. But we got to release just a little bit more of this old. We got to shed a little bit more skins. We got to look at just a little bit more of these patterns. Make sure you fully understand it before we completely kick you on to the next level, the next stage. This is good though. This is hopeful. This is hopeful energy. All right, we're gonna pull from this after this. Actually, I think Spirit wants me to pull from this. Let's get a little bit of angel oracle, angel answers right now. What's going on? What message do you have right now? Because I feel like this is like right now we're focusing on like the internal aspect of your journey, and then I feel like we're about to shift to talk about what you're manifesting and what we're coming in. Yeah, there's some forgiveness. And you saw the way that like jump did a trick, landed off camera, came back around. Here it is. Don't trick yourself out of this new beginning by not fully forgiving and releasing any kind of resentment, any kind of bitterness, any of that. If you're having a hard time, connect with nature. I'm telling you, like, Gaia's the shit. Gaia's where it's at. Connect with nature. Yeah, you've got a celebration coming. You really do. It's kind of like, you're really close to this big change, this big new life, this big new manifestation, but we wouldn't want the old you to fuck up the new you. Does that make sense? And like, I'm an honest individual with myself. I can look at times in my life to where if I didn't fully heal or change or make some kind of difference in myself before I went from one stage to the next stage, oh, I would have screwed that stage the hell up. Oh, I'd have sabotaged it so bad. It would have been awful. It would have been a nightmare. So, what do we need to be honest with ourselves about? But there is a lot of magic in the air, and you're almost there. So this isn't a beat up. This isn't a beat down. This is actually supposed to be a little bit of like, all right, let's put our nose to the grindstone because we're almost there. It's like when you catch that second wind of boost of like, I don't know if you've ever been like working on an overwhelming task of like physical labor or something, and then your energy kind of, your drive, you kind of start getting a little tired, a little, I've been doing this all day and I'm not seeing any progress, any work, and then like you get to a certain checkpoint of your progress, and then you could be like, oh wow, I've done all of this and I've only got a few more rows to go, and then you're like, yeah, I could do this, and you get that rush of energy to hurry up and try to finish it because you're happy you're actually accomplishing your task. There may be something like that going on. You may be catching a spiritual second wind to look at yourself and continue to heal and release. Maybe you thought you were done with the process, and then now things are coming back, and that can be frustrating, especially when you think you have cleared a level, or you thought you have healed something, or you thought you were over a cycle, but then it comes right back around and you find yourself responding or dealing or feeling the same freaking energy, it can throw you off. Like, am I not progressing? Did I not make the progress? No, you did. You did. It's just an opportunity to show yourself how much progress you really made. That's why it's revisiting. This is why I express time and time again in my videos, you do not ascend in a straight line. We ascend in a spiral. All right, so what's going on with this manifestation that's coming into fruition? What is coming into fruition? We understand that adjustments may need to be made to fully make way for the new. So now that we have addressed that aspect of it, that is your little homework for you to do. Wow. We've got defeating your enemies. So maybe you've been experiencing a lot of like heavy psychic attacks or projections or spell work or supernatural occurrences trying to cause problems in your life or for you. Maybe you're really close to securing a close to that cycle, but why would, if you're so protected and you're so loved, why would it be allowed for you to experience this unless it was to teach you something? So maybe there's something you haven't quite fully learned, haven't quite fully healed, haven't fully quite surrendered. You know, if we want to try to manifest a life for ourselves where we are non-reactive to things that would normally cause us to be reactive, so that way we don't disturb our inner waters of peace and stillness, then before you experience that reality, you bet your ass every single chance something gets, it's going to try to trigger you. If you ask for strength, the world's going to break you and break you and break you until you're strong. If you ask for patience, oh, the world's going to test you. It's going to test you. It's going to test the hell out you until you got some patience. Careful careful what you ask for. Because you might not like what you got to go through in order to have it. That was for someone. All right. Your name is cleared. Quantum leaps, shifting timelines. Maybe even a new pet as well. Now we've got defeating your enemies. Spell work backfired, didn't work. I knew I was talking about spell work. I knew I picked up on that energy. I knew I wasn't crazy. The way I felt that, I was like, yep, this is what's going on. We're learning the lessons of what being a victim. You're not a fucking victim. No one's a victim. Get that out your head if you feel that way. But an experiencer of someone that has been attacked by spell work, by projections, by psychic, you know, like, there's a reason for it. It's to make you strong. It's to make you aware. It's to teach you peace. It's to teach you boundaries. It's to make, like, that strength is real big on that too. It takes a lot of strength to be able to handle those kind of energies and just transmute it without getting upset, without it affecting you, without it throwing you off track, or it takes a lot. You do. You have to be very stable in your energy. You have to be very solid in yourself. And in the divine, it has to be very anchored, you know? You have to have a very fortified mind and spirit. You can't have doubt. You can't have fears. You can't have anxieties. You can't have any of these little pockets of your mind that would allow the enemy to plant more seeds. So until we have removed the kind of soil that would even allow those kinds of seeds in our being, in our mind, in our heart, in our vessel, in our sacral, in whatever part of our being it is, then our higher self is going to continue to allow us to experience the effects of what happens when we still have occupancy within our being that would allow these seeds to even be planted in the first place. Yes, you are protected. Yes, you are safe. Yes, you are defeating your enemies. Yes, the spell work has backfired and it didn't work. And yes, your name is cleared. So if there's been any kind of slander or gossip or anything like that, or if you've been worried if someone has swapped destiny, oh my gosh, I can't stand that shit. That's like a popular thing in certain communities where people really believe that you can do that you can like harvest and swap destinies, and like, what the fuck are you, like, what? Why y'all trying to play God? That's not how this works. Like, y'all need to go home and fucking read a book or something. Like, that's weird. Proposal and spiritual protection. Okay. What is this proposal? I feel like the proposal was this initiation. The proposal was, in a way, it was what you were dealing with. It was the bullshit. It was the attacks. It was the onslaught. The whatever. It was a proposal. Are you going to overcome this? Are you going to remain on your path? Are you going to continue to choose love? Are you going to overcome your fears? Are you going to release this? Are you going to seek God? What are you going to do? I don't know what you're going to do. That's why it's an initiation. Let's see what you do. Let's put you in a situation and see how you handle it. There's a lot of individuals that believe certain like gods or goddesses or deities or chthonic beings will oftentimes, before they decide to work with an individual, throw them in situations as an initiation to test. Are you even an individual that's worth that being to work with? I know not everyone is interested in that kind of spiritual path, and I understand. It's new to me too, but I understand a lot of individuals do follow that kind of spiritual path, where you do work with other energies to help you grow and develop your own self. So I feel like there was a proposal to you. And the proposal was, I will eliminate your enemies. I will stop this onslaught of attacks. I will cease fire from the enemy. I will protect you. I will clear your name. I will redeem you if you pass this test. If you handle this situation with grace, with godlike qualities, with integrity, I'm not asking for perfection. All I'm interested in is what's in your heart. What are your intentions? Even when shit hits the fan, even when life seems like it's hell, even when everything is not going according to plan and everything seems to be your enemy and you don't even have the tools that you're used to being, like, let me throw you completely out of your element, make you extremely uncomfortable, put you in the darkness, remove the light above your head, and see how you handle it. There's certain individuals, certain beings, certain energies, frequencies, realms, consciousness that won't even work with you if you can't even prove that you're worth working with. Many people want to have spiritual gifts and abilities, but don't understand what it takes to get them. All right. So I also feel like, with all this being said, this is a powerful initiation, and you might be inheriting something. You might be receiving some kind of gift. You might be receiving access to something. Keys. Maybe a gatekeeper has permitted you access. And you are being offered protection. Because you have proven that no matter what, you will stick to your divine path. Will you have human experiences? Yes. I am not saying by any means that you have ascended beyond the experience of the human and that you will never get angered or you will never be fearful or you will never like experience something like that. I'm sure you probably still will. It doesn't mean you haven't grown. It doesn't mean you haven't ascended. It doesn't mean you're not a spiritual being. These experiences that we have in this human realm are very unique to our spirit and our soul because it offers us a environment that we normally wouldn't be able to exist if we were operating in source. If we were all in love and light, would we ever be able to grow from having a hater? It's like that, the strong force at subatomic particles. What is that? What is that force? What is that resistance? Why is there a resistance? Well, because there's no resistance, there's no reason to grow or evolve. And we're here to grow and evolve. Alright, so what next? Two of Swords. Yeah, you might still be in the process of releasing some things. There may be a little bit of confusion as to what needs to be released and what doesn't, but I do feel like clarity is coming your way, and it's going to be quite clear what you need to leave behind and what you need to head towards. And it's going to be like, you know, I feel like there's different energies in this energy. There's people that are just now in the beginning of this initiation. There are people that are starting to come out of this initiation. There are people that have just made it out of this initiation and are receiving the proposal, the protection, the whatever. So you're going to have to kind of see where you lie in this energy. But there will be a time, or there already has, where there will be a moment of clarity, where you will find the light. You will see what it is that you are being guided to release or look at or feel or heal or go towards and focus on. You have already proven your worth and your intentions, and that is why you are receiving this. I really do feel like there's like some underworld work. Do I need to pull from a different deck? I might need to, because I'm a bit curious for those that do know that you have other entities or beings that do work with you, or you know that you work with other entities or beings, whether that you want to use the labels of gods or goddesses or deities or not. That is entirely up to you. I do think the Urantia book would be a good start if you want to understand all of the different hierarchies of consciousness, but that would be for you to do in your own time if you even cared. And it's an old book, so you can get it pretty cheap. All right. What energies are working with the collective right now? What is this initiation phase? Who is initiating the collective? For what? Cosmic power, unlimited potential, and sacred mission initiation. I love it. I love it when I really understand what the energy is, and then I pick up a deck of cards and it's like, what he said, an initiation. You're accessing your cosmic power. I also feel like this is like a huge like a chakra activation, like outside of the 7 wheels within our body, but I'm talking about the other what is it, like 4? Is it 5? I think it's 5. Yeah, it's 5. The other 5 chakras outside of our body. There's activations in those. Yeah. That cosmic consciousness, I'm picking up real strong on that one. So you have risen from the underworld again. And you have gained access to higher realms again. Because this is what Ascended Mastery is. Horus. Manifestation vortex. Belief makes manifest, thoughts attract and create. Now, I'm going to be honest too, because if we got Horus out here, then we could pretty much, it's a safe assumption that Osiris is as well as the counterpart, right? We understand that if Horus is out here, there's a good chance mom and dad is behind the scenes. So there's definitely it's like an initiation to rise to your cosmic star power, to ascend from the hell, to branch out to your unique heavens. Yes, I said it. Your unique heavens. Where'd you come from? What's your soul fan? Like, what's your cosmic ancestry? Metatron and Sandalphon. Yeah, this is like sacred connection, synchronicity, divine connection, understanding lessons. Do you understand the lessons? Are you ready for the next chapter in your Akashic records? It's already been written for you. Once when you completed this level, you get to this level. And you're in this in-between stage where you've recently came out of a lot, you're releasing a lot, you're putting a lot behind you, you have just been initiated, or you just completed an initiation, or you're like in the mix of it, you're coming out of it, okay? You have proven your worth. You have proven by thy works. There are now individuals that are willing to work with you, to offer you whatever that they may have to offer for you, whether that be psychic insight, whether that be protection, whether that be the ability to travel through their realms. Like I said, gatekeepers, I said that earlier. Some of you, there are certain specific gatekeepers that were keeping an eye on you through these recent phases of your initiation, and you have proven yourself worthy to gain access to whatever is beyond that gate. For some of you, what's beyond that other gate is you. Yeah, the real you. The you you've yet to discover yet. It's almost like, all right, we're going to make you forget what you are and who you are. We're going to basically have you rise from nothing again. And then when you have proven that you have learned the lessons, when you have proven that you are spiritually ready, we will allow you to inherit what you are. And then you will rise and you will inherit the earth. We have Mother Mary. Miraculous encounter, divine experiences. Do not be afraid of being powerful. I just did a reading about someone in the collective might be worrying or feeling guilty or like not sure if it's okay for you to use your power. Well, now we have this energy coming out again. And maybe this you using your power was part of the initiation. How were you going to use your power? Will you use your power? You know, oftentimes, sometimes the initiation is for us not to. Sometimes that's the test. Will you not use your power? Or will you use it? Will you not be afraid to use it? And not only not be afraid to use it, but use it when it's called for, when it's just, when it's applicable, and when it's right. And when it's in alignment. Can you discern the time to do and time to not? And everything in between. Do you have the eyes that see? Bridget, yes. Lots of fire, lots of elements. We've really got a balanced energy out here. We've got divine feminines. We've got archangels. We've got Horus. We've got, I almost just said Hecate when I was looking at Horus. So maybe that's an energy that needs to come out. We've have Celtic beings, we have cosmic beings, we have, I mean, this is beautiful. All right, we're gonna pull from another energy. Yeah, I felt that. We've got Thoth at the bottom of the deck. There's a reason why he's at the bottom of the deck, because that's what this is all about, right? Mind. What kind of mind do you have? Where in our mind are you? Some people get in the underworld and they never make it out. They don't find their way. They get lost. Yeah. Ogma. Strong. Some of you may have like a Viking spirit. I'm getting that real strong. Like, oh, yes, I get that. And I just split the deck to Thoth again. So, I mean, we got to get that. We also have Oshun at the bottom of the deck. I feel like that's where you're headed. It's towards prosperity, towards greatness, towards glory to our Heavenly Father. Oh, yes, 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 yes. One of God's favorite vessels. I love you, my son. I really feel that. For someone, I felt that energy from something. Some of you have powerful ancestors. You would be amazed when you found out who your mommy and daddy is in the spirit realm. Is kind of the energy I'm getting. Okay. Wow. I can't pronounce that name, so I'm not even going to try to. But forgiveness, healing, also tapping into our ancestry, our roots. We have many different types of ancestry. It can go beyond earth realm, your blood lineage, but that energy is out here too. Okay? Many of you may have ancestors that were natives, or you may have I'm also getting like Mayan ancestors as well, or like Inca. Yeah, definitely a lot of native. You are tapping into those roots, and you are branching out to your cosmic roots, and you're connecting to the angelic realms. You're connecting to the highest forms of divine masculine and divine feminine energies. You are bridging all these in within you, like that. Like, you look, Bridget. I mean, there's a reason why her name is Bridget. Okay, all right, cool. So we're bringing all that in within us, within our heart space, this gate, this key, where all the things come into one. Yeah. There's that Oshun again with Kadesh. Yeah, I really feel like there's a lot of this is reminding me of how, so we have the four winds of the earth, right? The four archangels. There's more archangels, but I'm just talking about like the east, the west, the north, the south, and the four elements. There are stories of how each direction, each archangel had to go through an initiation to even receive their element. Like, I believe Archangel Michael received the element of fire through some kind of initiation in the labyrinth. He had to make it out of the labyrinth before he could even receive his fire. So I am getting that through this initiation, not only have you passed and you have risen and you have gained access to things, you have also received your element. You have received your primordial fire. It was always yours. It was just waiting for when you were ready to have it. And now you are ready to receive it. And now the gates in the heavens are opening up for you. And you have a blessing of prosperity at your feet. Yes, you have a golden path of illumination before you now. And we are giving you gifts because you have proven to be the rightful heir for these gifts. And we know that you will keep the truth. I'm also kind of getting like a handing down of the throne. There are kings and queens, gods and goddesses that may be ready to step down from certain parts of their throne and give it to the next rising, to give it to their offspring, to give it to their children that have reached the required levels. You could be a child of a god or goddess. You could have been initiated by your parents' siblings. Oh, I love the way this energy is coming in. It's funny. It's humorous the way they're communicating to me. Because it's like intentionally vague, but also very profound. Yeah. Like, I mean, let's say you're the son of Zeus, so, Hades had to push you around a little bit to see if you were ready to receive the lightning bolt. Like, that's the kind of energy I'm getting. So, you're just gonna have to figure out what you're being called to, what's working with you. I do feel strong, though, that this is a big activation and a powerful moment in your journey. This is like really a moment where you receive what you came here to receive, what you came here to prove worthy of. Wow. Whoa, I'm getting like a can't wait. Well, hold on. Something just tried to tell me that in some way, shape, or form of another, Earth parts of Earth realm are like camps for demigods. And some of you have passed the school and you're ready to be. What the fuck? Okay. All right. This is crazy. Someone's being initiated into a full, like, lowercase g god. It's really just an ascended being, right? That holds a lot of divinity within them. Their expression holds a lot of the divine expression. I really don't like labels. I prefer to think of them as my friends, my brothers, my sisters. But there is a humility and a respect that comes with it too. But all glory, all honor, all really goes to source. Nothing is before our Father. Divine Mother, Father God, however you want to refer to it. It's genderless, but, Excuse my previous Christian indoctrination. Still working on it. Emetep, yeah, I felt that strong. There's a lot of Egyptian energy out here. It's very strong. So I do feel like there are kings and queens and gods and goddesses that are inheriting. Look, I just split the deck to gods and goddesses card. Accepted, approved, gods and goddesses. This card isn't even supposed to be in this deck. It keeps popping up in this deck. You're supposed to go in that deck. All right. What else? Anything else that needs to come through so we can fully understand what exactly is going on? I think I tried to paint the picture as best as I am currently capable to or able to. We have Andromedan and we have Vega out here. That was with the cosmic power. I told you there was something about the other 5 chakras are activating. Some kind of big activation in that. And that's allowing you to receive your heritage from your ancestors. Yeah, Egyptian. I knew it. So strong. I mean, obviously, we've got some of those out here, but yeah, that really needed to be expressed. Also, I kind of feel like oh, that's why that keeps coming out. I forgot about that. I got that energy like a month or 2 ago. I said something about the new Egypt. Shoot. Yo, what the hell? Some of y'all are buried in the pyramids. And you came back just like you said you would. And then you forgot. You didn't know what you were when you came back. But you about to realize. You about to remember. You about to know what you are. For that is your path. Crystal. And Zeta Reticuli. Really? What the Greys doing out here? What y'all doing? Okay? What the Greys doing? I don't even care. Alright. Archangel Jeremiah. I saw Pleiadian at the bottom of the deck as well. Cygnus and Avian. So many of you are really connecting to all parts of yourself. You know, your higher, your lower, your inner, your outer, your blood, your stars. You know, all of it. We have so many layers, so many levels, so many parts of ourselves. Bam, that's what I want to see in every reading. Christ, thank you. Archangel Sachael. Feline, we know that. We got that Vega energy out here, but we also got to give a little bit of specific to the felines of Vega. Not all are feline, believe it or not. Don't give me that dirty look over there from the couch. Yeah, Avian again. Archangel Christiel and Christ. We've got the feminine aspect of the Christ consciousness and the masculine aspect of the Christ consciousness. And we have Norse. I picked that so strong. When that Ogma came out, I really was picking up on a lot of Viking energy. I feel like this is also a reunion. This is like a collective reunion. Like, hey, we're back. We did it. We did what we said we did. Long time. How you been? Yeah, lots of ascending, lots of pain, lots of hell, lots of suffering. That's great. Yeah, you ready to take our home back? Yeah, me too. Let's kick some ass. Stargates and Lyran. Chosen one and Archangel Gabriel, chosen messengers of the divine. Many of you are about to be messengers. You're going to be enforcers. You're going to be healers. You're going to be transmuters. You're going to be alchemists. You're going to be gatekeepers. You're going to be high priest, high priestess. Oh my goodness. I feel like we are bringing back the royals and the elites are rising amongst the common people. Let's flip the game on them. Let's show them how humble we are. And then let's rise and show them what we really are. Okay, yeah, I really like this energy. This is cool. We're completing prophecies. We're fulfilling our destinies. Like I said, some of you are buried in specific parts of the world. And you went through a ritual when you left in that life. And everyone knew you would come back. And we knew what time it was when you came back, and here you are, so we know what time it is. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading here. If you like the way that I read, please be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. You guys are all amazing. Keep ascending, keep healing, keep loving yourself and loving the Most High. And let's see if we can change the world one heart, one sparkle, one smile, one shine at a time. All right, I'll see you on the next collective message.